says, I love how Bedard is looking better every game. He's going to be insane when he gets the confidence he had at the World Junior Championships. We were talking about this too before the show, and just the thought of Connor Bedard with a legitimate, bona fide superstar player on his line, be it Elias Pettersson, be it Mikko Rantanen, be it whoever it may be. If he looks this good with Bertuzzi and Nazar, not to take anything away from those two, but they're not superstars.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the 2 seasons, 1 and 1.5 seasons that Connor Bedard has played in the NHL. And all these benchmarks that he's hitting for, points as a teenager in Blackhawks history or points as a teenager in NHL history, all this stuff. And he's doing it with almost zero help.
Right.
And yeah, I think whether it's a big star that the Blackhawks go out and get either in a trade or free agency, or if it's having some of these other guys that are part of the rebuild process, like a Frank Nazar, step up and start to, elevate their play and elevate the play of the guys around them, including Connor Bedard. Like that's a big piece of what's going to, be part of this new era moving forward, is all of these guys coming up and all these guys kind of like finding their places within the rebuild and finding their games. And I think, it's kind of funny, like when we talked to Nazar last week when it was, you asked him, like, playing with Connor, like, how is it, how do you have to feel to play with Connor? And in my head, when he was answering that question, because I wasn't listening to him, I was just waiting for my next turn to talk, because that's how interviewers go. But
it's so true. Oh my God! So he said it out loud. Well, we all do it.
But in my head, I was thinking, like, Frank probably thinks that, like, in his mind, well, I'm Frank Nazar, like, I can keep up with Connor Bedard, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, some of these other guys probably have to worry about keeping up with me and what I can do. And I think, like, players like that have that mentality and have been in those positions on other teams before, coming up into this organization is going to be very important, because you add those guys to Connor Bedard, who already has proven and knows he can do that at this level. Like, that's a scary thought moving forward as everybody progresses.
And Toyin, kind of on the topic, says, who in the pipeline is expected to be playing with Bedard? I don't know if they necessarily have that guy yet. You've got your Oliver Moore, you've got your Frank Nazar, who probably, when you're ready to win, are second line guys, maybe third line guys. Roman Kanserov is a wild card if he chooses to come to the States, which everyone seems to believe he will after next season.
He looks really good.
He looks great and could be a top line option. And chances are very high, very, very, very high, that whoever they pick in this year's draft is going to be a forward. And probably that guy, if they're picking 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Schaefer is appealing, and I would not necessarily hate it to get your Cale Makar or Quinn Hughes. But there's going to be, I mean, that's the sort of thing. If you do get number 1 and someone really wants Schaefer, great. Give us your 3 and give us your second round pick too.
We all silly like the mayor.